What's up everybody, and welcome back to a little bit of a different episode of Fallout 4 Mods Weekly. As you may have seen from some of my other videos, I am actually on vacation, I guess, right now. I was booted out of my school because that's how they handle holidays. You kind of get kicked out of your dorm for X amount of days. So I am currently at home. Normally I take my full desktop and monitor home, but this weekend I didn't really want to do that, so I pre-recorded a bunch of content to share with all of you. Now with that being said, no mod released after Thursday of this past week will be in the series. I'm actually going to put that in next week's episode. I know a ton of great mods did come out, and I will be covering them, just not yet. What this did allow me to do is look a little bit closer at some of the releases the earlier part of this week, and I kind of got a few mods that I otherwise probably wouldn't have covered, but they're still really quality mods, and all around I still think we have a pretty solid week. With that being said, I do hope you guys all enjoy a little bit of a different episode, but we'll just jump right into it. The first mod I do want to show you guys is called Buffed Minutemen Militia. Basically what this is going to do is change the leveled list for Minutemen in Fallout 4, as well as adding in a few new types into the game. So now as you just encounter some different Minutemen in the wild, as you see them roaming, whether you have a mod adding that in or they are just added in like that naturally, they'll have some different gear, that being some higher end weapons as well as some better armor like combat armor, and just more Minutemen in general will be wearing power armor. Now even a little bit beyond that, this adds in a few new NPCs, so when you fire your signal flare and call in Minutemen for backup, you're not only going to get some buffed Minutemen through the level list integration, but on top of that, you're going to get totally new Minutemen. These guys have some new titles and are using some of the buffed armor you do see in the B-roll here. A lot of them do have miniguns and power armor, and all around just makes the Minutemen feel more like an army, a proper force, not something that's totally forgettable. And honestly, when you use your signal flares now, you are getting some serious backup. All around, I think this mod is a pretty big improvement over the base game. Again, it makes the Minutemen feel valuable. Siding with them and getting those signal flares is now a real decision you can make, and something that you'll really have on your side in some different battles. So next up is a mod that really stood out to me this week. Not as flashy as some of the other weapons or armor mods, but definitely a really cool and quality mod nonetheless. That's going to be the Gamma Grenade. What this is going to add in is a totally new grenade into Fallout 4, that being a Gamma Grenade. This is kind of going along with some of the other Gamma weaponry we've seen in Fallout games. As you can see, the grenade itself is a totally new and standalone model. It does look pretty freaking cool if I do say so myself. Unfortunately, you don't really see it all that much when you're throwing it around or when enemies are throwing it around. I really like this one for the novelty factor. It is kind of a higher end grenade. This will be the most powerful grenade in the game after installing the mod, and Gamma weaponry is just a kind of category of mods in Fallout 4 that isn't really explored at all. There are a bunch of different options for laser weaponry as well as plasma weaponry, but Gamma weaponry doesn't really get any attention in that regard. I think this is a cool mod that really fleshes out a category in Fallout 4 that otherwise was a bit overlooked, and I really like that it is embraced in the higher end of things. This is a powerful grenade, just like the Gamma gun is a powerful gun in Fallout 4. It looks great, fits into the game well, and honestly I think it's a must download for just about anyone. So then, to go along with this existingly odd episode, something even a little bit odder. Next up we do have ReGrowth Overhaul. Now this is a pretty old mod, probably a mod you've seen and heard and maybe even downloaded in the past. Well, it was only just released for Xbox One. I typically don't include mods of that nature, but even since its release, it's gotten a ton of new updates, adding in a lot of cool content, and I really think this is just a mod that deserves more attention than it actually has. If you've been playing through Fallout 4 many times, you really just feel like you've gotten the Fallout experience already, and you want to change it up, this is the mod to download. The first time you do download a green mod, you're going to notice a big difference because green mods just do make a big difference, but I think this one makes the biggest difference. It feels like you're playing in a different environment after installing this mod. It adds in so many different trees that it actually makes you move around them, and the terrain just looks and feels different. On top of that, it actually adds in a bunch of different kind of ambient sounds, so when you're walking through some of the now forest areas, you're going to hear different birds chirping, and just in general, a lot of really cool things like that. Even beyond that, I believe this integrates some different animals and just wildlife into the level list, so you'll see more of those radiated radstag or even just some bunnies jumping around, just since there's so much more foliage, and it naturally would appear that there's more of those types of animals in the world. Then we do have Aloot's Homeplate. This is another really cool mod, basically overhauling Homeplate in Diamond City. This is the player home that you can buy, and really this just fills it up. It adds in a ton of accessories and just new things around the home. It actually feels a lot like an Eleanor player home mod. I think this is a huge improvement over the vanilla one that was relatively bare and almost looked like it was kind of a shack. This mod makes it feel like it's lived in and taken care of, as you may expect from someone that's been playing the game for so long. It really just gives it a better feel, and all around it makes me want to use this home more rather than a settlement or something like that. So another feature this does add is actually it allows you to send companions and really just settlers in general to Homeplate. So previously you can only send companions to different settlements. Well, this basically makes Homeplate into a mini settlement, so you can send companions there, which is a really, again, nice feature to have. It really completes the settlement and make it just feel like a more valuable place in Fallout 4. So last but certainly not least is a relatively simple mod, but one that I definitely think is pretty cool. That's going to be just another Cait outfit by the same mod author that did bring us just another Piper outfit a few months ago. What this is a huge overhaul to the Cait outfit in the game. Now what she's wearing is going to look much better, much higher quality, and all around I just think it's a huge improvement. Really often now we see mods that do change the companions' faces, either adding in some different hairstyles from some other hairstyle mods or some actual face features from other face mods, but very rarely do we actually have outfit overhauls, which, you know, most of their body is made up of their outfit, so this is an important aspect of different companions. Well, obviously this mod is going to make Cait's outfit look, in my eyes, much better. Hopefully you guys do agree. And if you use Cait as a companion, this is definitely going to be something that's going to go a long way. She's going to look a lot better with this and a few other mods installed, and I definitely think that's a great way to experience the game. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this episode of Fallout 4 Mods Weekly. As always, I hope you guys did enjoy. I thank you for watching again, and hopefully next week we'll be back to normal scheduling, and I do hope to see you guys all that time. Bye!